Today we'll review the temperature capabilities of our Welch Allyn patient monitoring solutions, including SureTemp Plus and Braun Thermoscan Pro 6000. Beginning with SureTemp Plus, you're able to take temperatures orally, axillary, or rectally utilizing two modes, predictive or direct. Predictive mode is set by default and will produce a one-time measurement on your patient within 6 to 15 seconds depending on the temperature site. In direct mode, the device will take a continual temperature measurement for up to 10 minutes. Let's first begin with taking an oral temperature. Several factors may interfere with an accurate oral temperature, including ingesting hot or cold liquids within 20 minutes of the measurement, brushing teeth or other mouth care, eating, chewing gum or mints, smoking, and physical activity. To take an oral temperature in predictive mode, first ensure that the blue probe and probe will have been inserted into the device. The blue color will be used for oral and axillary temperatures and is a distinct delineation from the red probe, which will be used for rectal applications. Next, remove the probe from the well and ensure you are in the oral mode, which you'll be able to see by arrow on the person icon. If not, touch the temperature site control to toggle between the modes. Attach a cover to the probe by gently pushing down until the top blue button of the probe extends out. The device will beep indicating it's ready to take the measurement. Place the thermometer probe tip under the patient's tongue on either side of the mouth to reach the sublingual pocket and ask the patient to close their lips. At the end of the oral measurement, there will be 3 short tones. You can then remove the probe from the patient's mouth, discard the cover by pressing the ejection button, and then return the probe to the probe well. The temperature will then be displayed on the Home tab. Next are axillary measurements. In both predictive and direct modes, adults are considered 18 years and older, and pediatrics are 17 years and younger. To begin a predictive measurement, be sure the blue probe and well are inserted into the device. Follow the same procedure to select the correct temperature site by toggling between the locations, and then attach a probe cover. Next, lift the patient's arm, place the probe in the mid-axilla vertically against bare skin, and lower the arm so you have complete tissue contact. At the end of an axillary measurement, there will again be 3 short tones and the temperature reading will display on the device. Now we'll cover taking a rectal temperature in predictive mode. First, ensure the red probe and probe well are inserted into the device. Remove the probe from the well and attach a probe cover. The icon displayed on the device will automatically default to the rectal mode when the red probe is used. Next, use lubricant as needed and insert the probe tip 5/8 inch for adults or 3/8 inch for infants and children to avoid the risk of bowel perforation. At the end of the measurement, there will again be 3 short tones and the temperature will be displayed on the screen. You can release the probe cover and return the probe to the well. Now let's review direct mode, which provides continual temperature measurements. There are 3 ways to enter direct mode. Touching the direct mode selector, the snail icon, after you complete a predictive mode measurement, by leaving the probe out of the well for more than 60 seconds, or failing to determine a temperature while in predictive mode. To take an oral or rectal temperature in direct mode, the probe must remain in place for 3 minutes, and axillary temperature for 5 minutes. In this mode, ensure the correct site is illuminated under the temperature site control. Before removing the probe from the application site, document the temperature. Remember, while in direct mode, the device does not store the temperature in memory, and the device will not beep to indicate the end of measurement. Once you're done with direct mode, remove the probe cover, return the probe to the well, and the device will reset to predictive mode. On some Welch Allyn devices, alarms are available within the intervals profile. To set the threshold for the alarm, tap on the icon next to the temperature frame. You can turn on or off the alarms and adjust upper and lower temperature alarm limits by using the up and down arrow keys or the numeric keypad. Next, we'll review the Braun Thermoscan Pro 6000. If your device is configured with the tympanic thermometer, you'll be able to transfer an ear temperature measurement directly to the monitor. A few key items to remember. Use only single-use Braun thermoscan probe covers. Be sure to look at the probe window and ensure it is clean, dry, and undamaged. And be aware that fingerprints, earwax, dust, and other contaminants reduce the transparency of the window and result in lower temperature measurements. To take a measurement, begin by removing the ear thermometer from the dock. Locate the probe cover box. Firmly push the probe tip into the probe cover box. When the probe cover is in place, the thermometer turns on automatically. Wait for the ready beep, 3 dashes to appear on the thermometer display, and the ring around the measure button to turn green. Fit the probe snugly into the ear canal, and then push and release the measure button. If the probe is positioned correctly in the ear canal, the exact temp light flashes. When the thermometer detects an accurate measurement, the exact temp light is continuously on. A long beep signals the end of the measurement, and the display shows the result. If the probe is positioned incorrectly in the ear canal, or is moved during the measuring process, the exact temp light goes out, a sequence of short beep sounds, and the error message POS or position error appears. When you are finished taking the temperature measurement, press the ejector button to eject the used probe cover. Return the thermometer to the dock and the LED will flash while the measurement is being transferred. After the transfer is complete, the temperature and the temperature scale appear on the device screen. Keep in mind, only the latest measurement is transferred to the monitor. If you'd like to change the temperature scale on the ear thermometer, press the C/F button to change the scale. When turned on again, the temperatures will be shown in Celsius until this procedure is repeated. Please note the device battery pack continues to charge while the monitor is in display power mode. If you see an amber light, the battery pack is charging. A blinking green light indicates the battery is fully charged. A steady green light shows the battery is ready to charge, and no light indicates the battery is not ready to charge. Finally, always remember the following can affect an ear temperature. The patient was lying on their ear. The patient's ear was covered. The patient was exposed to very hot or very cold temperatures. The patient was swimming or bathing. The patient was wearing a hearing aid or an earplug. And remember to take measurements in the same ear for consistency. Thank you for reviewing this basic overview of the SureTemp Plus and Braun Thermoscan Pro 6000 temperature features for our Welch Allyn patient monitoring devices. If you have any questions, please reach out to your local Baxter representative for more information.